you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you a VIB picks, wish list, recommendations, all those things that have to do with the Sephora VIB sale. At this time of year, VIB Rouge members get 15% off for a set amount of time, and then it goes on to VIB members and then insiders. I don't know all the information. I'll probably put an annotation in here with that information for you, but most people that are coming to look at this video already know when the sale is, when they can buy, etc. I really had no intention of buying anything from this sale, but then I started thinking about all the things that I would buy from Sephora if I had a coupon or a 15% off code, and I kind of got really busy. I might have spent a lot of money. I might have almost bought my entire wish list for my birthday. Don't ever listen to me if I'm saying I'm on a no-buy. Don't ever listen to me. But what I'm going to do is tell you some of the higher dollar things that I really love that I would pick up if I were you. A couple palettes, some face powders and different things, and I'm not going to go in any particular order. Okay, I'm going to start off with palettes. I have several. Some it's just the palette alone, some it's the brand in general. So I'll talk about these one at a time. I'll try to get the price annotations up for you, but that's not something that's difficult for you to find out. The first one is the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. This is, I believe, a $65 palette. I'll put a correction on the annotations if I'm not correct. Oh, those plastic sleeves. But anyway, this is the palette. Super beautiful. You can see I've loved it very much and I've used it a lot. I have a ton of tutorials. I will put a playlist card up in the corner there for you if you'd like to go see the looks that I made with this palette. But this is a beautiful palette. It's expensive. It's worth it. But if I was going to get it, I would get it now whenever I had a discount. I love it because of the color scheme. I also love it because there's a whole bunch of different finishes. There are shimmers and duochromes. There's a straight up glitter right here. It's so versatile. It's so beautiful. It's in my top 5 favorites of all time. So that's my first recommendation for palettes. The next one is the Just Peachy Mattes palette from Too Faced. Again, warm, beautiful. These are all mattes, of course. Just Peachy Mattes, if I didn't say so. So many looks that you can make with this palette. Again, I'll put an annotation or a little card up there with a playlist of looks that I've created with this palette. It's just beautiful. It performs beautifully. It's one of the best matte formulas that I've tried. I do not know the price. I'll make an annotation. It's worth it. It's worth it. The next one that I would choose if I was buying with a coupon is the Soft Glam by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is just a beautiful everyday palette. You can get some drama out of it because it has some black and some darker colors, but for the most part, it's called Soft Glam for a reason. Soft, beautiful purples and mauves and just gorgeous, a gorgeous color scheme. Lots of different finishes. Some Anastasia Beverly Hills favorites in there, like Orange Soda and Vermeer. Not Vermeer, Tempera. And there's just like some very unique shades like Rustic and like Dusty Rose and a really deep black. Like everything you need is in here, and this is a beautiful palette and another good choice if you're looking for an everyday palette. Next is just the brand Viseart, and these are the 2 things that I have. I know this one is $49 because I just got it. This is the Viseart Tryst palette. I believe these are $39 or $49. I can't remember. I'll make annotations. I'm not prepared as per usual. But this is a Viseart Theory palette. It's the Amethyst version, and obviously it's tiny, but it's full of awesomeness, okay? And if you like purples, Viseart does purples right. And it's got 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. And this is a beautiful palette. The formula of these is just incredible. If you get a chance, go check out the video by Stephanie Nicole. It's long. It's over an hour. When she sits down and talks from the creators of Viseart, and just listen to what they say about how they create their products. The kind of love and attention that goes into it is incredible, and I really think you'll find it interesting. I love that. There's lots of different variations of the Theory palettes. One other thing that I want to point out to you is these have little divots on the sides where these can easily be removed and put into a Z palette. So I also really like that about the Theory palettes. They also have some bigger, really expensive $80 palettes that I actually considered and talked myself out of because, yeah, $80. That's going to have to be a birthday splurge. The Tryst palette I just recently got at Beautylish. And I got it just because it's just my colors. Beautiful colors. Soft pinks, purples, light purples. It's beautiful. Again, the formula is incredible. The colors are beautiful. They're pigmented. You just will not be disappointed with any Viseart palette that you get. I can almost promise you that. I can promise you that. They are beautiful. And you will not be disappointed if you get one of those. So that's how I feel about the palettes. Those are the recommendations that I would have for you in regard to choosing a palette when you have a coupon. Those are all excellent, excellent. The next thing I'm going to talk to you about is skincare, lip care, all that kind of stuff. And I'll go gather that stuff and be back and we'll talk about that. All right, I'm going to quickly run through a few products that I use for skincare that are pretty pricey that might be a good pick if you need these products or something in this realm. The first thing is day cream or day moisturizer and eye cream. And my favorite at the moment is Confidence in a Cream by IT Cosmetics and Confidence in an Eye Cream by IT Cosmetics. I love these for daytime. And the reason I like them is because obviously they moisturize well, but they sink in very quickly. I don't have to wait for them to sink in before I can put makeup on top of them. Primers don't ball up on them, and they're just excellent products. If I'm remembering correctly, this is $47, and I don't even know how much this is. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm going to annotate everything because I don't remember any of it. These are excellent products. As far as skincare, for cleansers and another moisturizer, I really love the Philosophy line, the entire line. I use Philosophy Purity Made Simple face wash. I also use a face wash by IT Cosmetics. I kind of bounce around, which probably isn't the best thing, but that's what I do. But this is my favorite for night cream, Renewed Hope in a Jar. It's really thick. I can't use it in the daytime because makeup and stuff does ball up on it, and it doesn't sink in very quickly. This is almost like a night cream. It's not called a night cream, but that's what I use it for. When I use this at nighttime, when I wake up in the morning, my face feels baby soft. It's beautiful. And this is a Emily Noel recommendation, and I am so glad that I followed this up because this is such an incredible product, you guys. It's called the Laneige Special Care Leap. It is called the Laneige Special Care Lip Sleeping Mask. Now, I put this on while I'm getting ready and let it sink into my lips while I'm putting on my makeup, so I use it for that. But I also put it on before I go to bed. I have a really big problem with chapped lips and dry lips, especially whenever I am indulging in liquid lipsticks for several days in a row. I put this on under liquid lipsticks a lot of times to keep them from being so drying, and it's really nice under those, but the best use of this is at night before you go to bed after you've washed your face and put all your moisturizers and stuff on. Put this on your lips when you wake up in the morning. Your lips are going to be beautiful and soft. And I really like to use this also after I've exfoliated my lips because it sinks in really big time then and really gives the lips nice plumpness and just softness. Makes them really, really soft. So yeah, Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. Love, love, love. All right, the next thing that I would recommend is lashes. And the ones I'm talking about mostly are Huda lashes. I don't really know much more about what they have at Sephora in regard to lashes. I know one style that I really love are the Samantha lashes. They're almost always sold out, and they were sold out the last time I looked, which was yesterday. The one pair that I have are the Farrah number 12s, and they look kind of weird because I got them in there a little bit sideways, but they're very beautiful lashes. Any Huda lashes are going to be beautiful lashes, and they're very, very dramatic lashes. The Samantha lashes are even longer than these, but they're really wispy. They're beautiful. So I would recommend some Huda lashes. These can be used 20, 30 times if you take good care of them. I've worn them so many times, and they're not even close to being, you know, ready to retire. I think that's it as far as what I recommend. The only thing that I put on my wish list that I didn't get and what I talked about was the Viseart palettes. I think they're 12 pans or something. There's like 8 different versions, but they're all really cool, but they're $80. And yeah, I spent enough money. I have my list right here. And so yeah, I'm not going to go for that right now. I'm just going to go down my list and tell you about some things. Some of them I have, and some of them I've never tried before. I'll tell you the ones that I have. And some of them I have to hold up for you. I think I just said that. All right, the first thing is the Sephora Collection Solid Cleanser. It comes in a little black cup. I'm out of it right now. That's why I'm getting 2 of them. It's in a little cup, and it's a pretty significant, probably 2 to 3 times a mini Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser. And it comes in a little cup with a little scrubby pad, and I use that to wash my beauty blenders every day. I use it to wash brushes sometimes, but most of the time I use it to wash my beauty blenders. When I go in the morning to wash my face or get in the shower, I just wash my beauty blender because I want it to be clean before I start putting it all over my face. So those are it. Let's see, those are $14 a piece, and they last probably 3 months, something like that, for daily use. The next thing is Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder, and I do have one of those in here. It looks like this. It is $38. It is expensive. It is worth it. It's one of the only things that I buy from Sephora more than once a year. It's just that good. And I've tried Cover FX. I've tried the Too Faced Ethereal Powder. I've tried the Patrick Star MAC Powder. The distant favorite, the not so distant favorite is one I'll talk about in a little while. But overall, the Laura Mercier is my favorite powder. It is just, the finish of it is so beautiful. It's so finely milled that it just makes your skin look so soft. I'm wearing it today. I love it. The next thing is Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner Pro. And that is the Pro Set. It comes with a little silver container that you can use to wash your brushes in. This was a recommendation from Cassie S. I'll put her info down below. I've seen this so many times, and the thing that intrigues me about it is it dries fast, and you don't have to let your brush dry overnight whenever you need it right away. And that's what was intriguing to me about it, and that's the reason why I wanted to get it. The size I got was 8 ounces and $24 with the little metal tin that comes with it. The next thing is Briogeo Rosarco Milk Reparative Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I got a little sample of this in my Sephora Play. As you guys have known, that's why my hair is different and straight. My hair's been in terrible condition. I've lost a lot of hair, and I need some extra conditioning. I need some extra nourishment. I used this probably 3 or 4 times. I saw a noticeable difference in my hair whenever I used it. It's expensive, $20. For a 5-ounce spray. You know, that's expensive, but I want to give it a little bit of a longer shot and see if it will do some damage control to my hair. I told you guys about the Laneige lip sleeping mask, and I got a backup of this. This is probably about halfway done, but I wanted to get it on sale, and it's really not that expensive. Let's see, it's $20, and I've been using this for at least 6 months, and I'm only halfway through it. So you barely use any. Let me show you the consistency. It's very sticky, but it is amazing stuff. This is probably high on my recommendation list that you should really try. But speaking of that, I saw a Laneige water sleeping mask. I had seen somebody recommend a Miracle in a Jar sleeping mask, and it was like $58. Well, this one is only $25 for a 2.3 ounce, and I wanted to try it. So that's something that I got. This is from Amy Lynn's video. She was talking about this NARS Danger Control eyeshadow palette, and I think she actually won it from Summer's Mermaid and Unicorn giveaway. But it is half price for $24.50. And I've said before, I don't want to know if I like NARS, but here I am going to try NARS. The colors appeal to me, and yeah, it's half price. So it's a good time to try it, plus you're getting the 20% off. All right, next, I'm getting a backup of my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. The reason I love this so much is because it has a brush tip. And brush tips and I are good friends. I don't do well with felt tips. This is really black, and it stays put, and it's easy to apply. It does have a tiny bit of sheen. It's not completely matte. That's the only thing I wish was different. But it's still my holy grail, and so I'm getting a backup of that. The next thing is the powder I was talking about. Let me grab it out of my drawer here. And that is the Peach Perfect setting powder from Too Faced. This is beautiful. It tastes like peaches. It smells like peaches. Someone kisses you on your face when you're wearing it, they're going to taste peach. It has a very subtle peach tint to it, but it's not really translating. You know what? This happened to me the last time I filmed. I was sitting there with janky lips. I went and watched church and didn't come back and fix my lips. So I'm going to stop and fix them. Janky lips are gone. And this is Lorac CEO gloss, by the way. Anyway, when I went in to put this in my basket, they did not have any. It was out of stock. But I saw a Too Faced Sex on the Beach complexion set. And this one has the full size of this. It's got a Better Than Sex mascara. It has the primer and something else. Maybe a setting spray. I'm not sure. I can't see it and I don't have it in front of me. But for $45, you get all of those things. And this is nearly that on its own, $38 or something like that. So I'm happy to get that. I'm happy to get a backup of that powder. Next, I am getting the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in Vanilla Quartz. I saw it swatched. I can't remember who. In somebody's video, I saw it swatched, and it's a beautiful color. Looks exactly like my cup of tea. It's $38. In the VIB Picks video from Stephanie Nicole, if you haven't watched that, it's a really good one to watch because she has a lot of recommendations, and several of these are in her recommendations. But you should watch it because there may be some things that appeal to you that I don't need. You may have different skincare needs, etc. But she suggested as an acid for your face, which always makes me cringe to hear acid putting it on my face. But I think I'm to the point where I need some kind of acid. And this is called the Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment. And the reason I chose this one is because it's not $80 like the Drunk Elephant and all these other ones that I know I can't maintain using because I can't afford to buy them regularly. And this one was $39 for a 5 ounce. And so I'm going to give that a shot and see if it makes a difference in the texture of my skin. She says that it does for her. And so I'm excited to try that. And then finally, I'm getting an Urban Decay Grindhouse pencil sharpener because I have had so many sharpeners and every single one of them like eats up my product. And she said that, this is Stephanie Nicole again, she said that this is the best pencil sharpener that she's ever had. It sharpens it and it doesn't eat up your product, doesn't break off the tips of your pencils. So I figured I'd give that a try, and that was $10. And so that's everything that's in my list. This was not a well planned out video, and I'm sorry for that, but as I've told you, life has been busy. Things that I planned on having done in advance didn't happen because of flat tires and my husband having seizures and things happening at school and things popping up that I had to do that were unexpected. You know, life just keeps getting in the way of me doing what I want to do for my channel. And I'm sorry for that, but that's the way life is. And so I hope this was helpful. I hope it gives you some good ideas. I wanted to tell you what I was getting. And whenever it comes, I'll do a haul video so that you can see it and I can show it to you in person. But anyways, again, I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, I hope that you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I ordinarily upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and if I do a live stream, it'll be on a Wednesday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So until next time, take care and God bless. Happy shopping at Sephora. Don't do as much damage as I did. Bye, guys. My next one is the Just Peachy. If that color scheme looks good to you, worms, peaches, not really peaches, more rosies, let me start over. As for skincare as far as, but it is a beautiful color. It has a very fine, a very subtle peach. Good God.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find some.